One of my favorite marketing and trademark conversations has always been about what happens when a brand becomes generic. Xerox, Kleenex, TiVo, BandAid. Well, what about the rare case where a genericized product actually gets improved upon? Are NextCare Band-Aids, see what I did there? Still Band-Aids if they're better than Band-Aids? Let's talk about building a better Band-Aid. Now, you might have stopped for a beat on that last phrase. Building a better Band-Aid is much more often expressed in a non-branded way as building a better mousetrap. You know, when it's a conversation about improved products with generic uses rather than improved upon generic trademarks. Well, despite my fascination with genericized brands, the closest I've ever come to discussing the topic here was this story. Change in the music and video entertainment business has come up here more than a few times. There are similarities, by the way. Most people don't give a lot of thought to where they got their music. They just have it. Band-Aids are in the medicine cabinet. Music is on their iPod and their phone. Well, this weekend I discovered NextCare Band-Aids and bandages in my medicine cabinet. I imagine I've seen NextCare bandages in a store, although I honestly don't remember it. To me, Band-Aids have always been actual Band-Aid brand. Band-Aids despite the genericization of the Band-Aid brand. So I bought Band-Aids or generic store brands. I've also noticed and decorated Ninja Turtle and Hello Kitty and other imprinted bandages. And once again, I saw them and I think they were simply as Band-Aids. But these NextCare bandages, I was actually shocked to find them in my home. And then I read the box. NextCare claims to be waterproof, or at least way better at being waterproof. So I asked my partner about them, and she told me that she had bought them because they were all she saw the day she needed some Band-Aids. And then she told me that she's also noticed the waterproof claim that NextCare trumpets. Then she confirmed that NextCare Band-Aids are in fact pretty darn waterproof, and she's a professional chef. She's always got knife cuts on her fingers. So I believe her. NextCare would seem to actually be a better Band-Aid. The question is, what happens after you're done building a better Band-Aid? Well, if you turn the question back to that more commonly stated mousetrap, the answer is, I'm not sure. People have built better mousetraps if you believe that trapping a mouse and starving it to death is better than breaking its spine in a spring-loaded trap. And while I have only limited experience in the area, I believe that people I know who need to trap mice prefer those humane traps. But I couldn't name one brand of mousetrap, and I'll bet you can't either. The NextCare is a better Band-Aid than Band-Aid issue is different. Assuming both brands of Band-Aids are available at your pharmacy or supermarket, you'd probably need to know that NextCare bandages are better before you selected them over Band-Aid brand bandages. So who would be nuts enough to try and usurp Band-Aids by building a better Band-Aid? I can think of only two scenarios where it makes sense. First, if you're the size of 3M, NextCare's parent, and want to throw a few zillion dollars at building a better Band-Aid or a better anything, well, you may fail, but you're 3M, it doesn't matter. Second, if something happens that renders you able to cross your target audience's field of vision first, you have a shot. But we're talking about usurping an established, genericized brand. How can you possibly be first? Easier said than done, I know, but it's doable. We've created new product and service categories for clients and ourselves, and you can too if you're open to the idea of real business change. Want to talk about it? I'm the Answer Guy, and I'll be back.